What's going on, everybody? We are back here again with Coach Tiny Green. It's been a couple weeks. Hope everyone had a good holiday break. But we got some Shore girls basketball to talk about. Like always, we got our top 10, updated top 10. There are some big changes. It's been a big couple weeks. Let's get right into it.
All right. There's no question. It was a big week for the Shore.
Big week for the Shore. That's right.
Big week for the Shore because the Shore Conference ran through the top teams in the state. Just ran through them. And then we had two teams go to Delaware and put on a show.
Yeah.
So it was a great week for the Shore Conference.
Now, how many teams in the Shore are in the state top 20 right now?
There's 5, but I don't think there's any question.
There could be 7.
There could be 7.
Yeah.
You know they like to share the wealth.
Yep.
So they may, Tom's River North might get the short end of the stick here.
Yeah.
Even though they beat number 13, Ewan, and they didn't just beat them, they crushed them.
They'll play their way into it
At some point
they'll play their way into it. All right, let's get going here. Let's start at number 10. Who you got?
We got Tom's River East.
Tom's River East.
And to be honest with you, who knows who the 10th team is?
Yeah.
These teams are all beating each other at the bottom half of the Shore.
Yeah.
But I give it to Tom's River East because they knocked off Donovan Catholic, who was in the top 10.
Yeah.
In nice fashion. And this kid Jordan Madigan, who made the WOBM All-Tournament team, is going to be a good start. Having a great start.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9, we're going to stick with Marlboro.
Yep.
Listen, are they playing great? No. But they're competitive. And, of course, Jess Broad is having a tremendous year. Like a tremendous year.
And so you had about 5 teams you were considering for 9 and 10.
At least 5.
Yeah.
9 and 10.
Okay.
By the way, one thing, I'm going to get to this tomorrow.
Let's
Jess
go.
Broad has made a verbal commitment to Stevens.
Wow. Congrats to you then.
Good job, Jess.
Number 8. Who you got?
At number 8, we have Middletown South. And they are starting to show some life. Now, against Manchester, they did a nice job, hung in there for 3 quarters,
Yep.
and then Manchester got away from them. But they're doing a good job. Listen, if Isla Brennan continues to play the way she did in the quarterfinals, I'm telling you, the rest of those girls will jump on board. And, of course, our little Stephanie Mayhofer, you know,
Biggest stock riser.
Biggest stock riser. Look, she put them on her back against Manchester in the first half, and then they put Kamari Reynolds on her and said, "All right, Stephanie, fun's over."
All right, here we go. Number 7.
Number 7 is Runson. Now they're number 8 in the state, but they're number 7.
So that's pretty impressive for the Shore.
Very impressive for the Shores. There's a lot about the Shore Conference. Tori Hyduke right now is having about as good a season as any player that I have ever seen in the Shore.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, she's been unbelievable. She's averaging 30 points a game, and she's throwing that team on her back and doing wonderful things. Now, look, they got blown out by Rutgers Prep.
You okay?
But then they come back the next day against Franklin, and Hyduke doesn't play great.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a great game. But her teammates carry her and help her. And then they wind up beating Franklin number 14.
Which is one of the concerns you had for Rumson, was that there are other pieces around Tori.
Could the other pieces do enough to get him over the hump?
Showed it against Franklin.
They showed it against the number 4 team in the state that they can throw now. And listen, Dave Calloway right now is doing a masterful job coaching that team.
Beating people from the sideline. You love to say it.
I love it.
You love it.
Getting points from the bench.
All right, number 6. Who we got?
Number 6 is Tom's River North. Now look, this team I feel bad for.
Why do you feel bad for?
Because if they won in the Shore, we'd all be talking about how great they are.
Yeah.
But they're in the Shore.
And there's just some heavy hitters.
There's some heavy hitters. They're playing against the big girls.
They're playing against the
And Ewan comes down, they're number 13 in the state, and they just smack Ewan around.
Hey.
They treat them like farm animals.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was not a good look.
Wow.
And Besadnio, who didn't play last year, had 29 points and was virtually unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Jenna Paul plays great. Now in the bad news. Then they play Manchester in the championship game. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Johnson wasn't healthy either. Let's remember that.
Yeah.
She was not healthy. And they got kind of kicked around against Manchester.
That brings us to number 5.
Manchester. Well, where do you start with Manchester? With the man-child.
Man-child. Wow.
Because look, Destiny Adams was so good.
Ridiculous.
It was insane.
Ridiculous.
And here's the thing about her. She can turn your building on you at the drop of a dime. That crowd, that Tom's River crowd that was at their building, packed house, they stopped cheering for either team. They were just cheering for Destiny Adams.
How special she is.
Yes, spinning in the lane, making lanes, and at 6'3", it's so impressive. Coming down, knocking out threes, she was unbelievable. But here's the thing everybody forgot.
What did we forget?
Kamari Reynolds controlled the whole show the other day.
Really important for that.
Really important.
Unbelievable.
Like, and here's the better thing. Her ego.
Yeah.
To be able to go, okay, I was a 19-point scorer last year, everything offensively went to me, and saying now,
Destiny Adams is here.
Destiny's here. We're going to give her a taste.
Yep.
Then I'm going to give Serenity Anderson a taste.
Yep.
Then I'm going to give Dakota a taste. Then I'm going to give Tweety Bird a taste. And
She's still young, Kamari.
She's only a sophomore.
She's still young to be able
And
to do
by
that.
the way, would high major offers already on the table?
I mean, no brainer though.
No brainer.
No. Really quick, I want to talk about Destiny Adams. You set a lot of hype for her this year, coming into this year.
Yep.
She seems to be living up to it through 4 games.
No doubt. Destiny Adams is so unique, it's incredible. The other night, she turned that whole building around.
Yeah.
It was at Tom's River North. And then she comes in with the spin moves, the layups, the jump shots.
Yep.
You know, she looks like this big deer in the headlights because her body's still young.
Yeah.
And she did her thing. Destiny Adams could be the best freshman we've ever seen.
Wow. High praise, but she's living up to it. So moving on to number 4. Now, before we get to 4, the top 4 you have, same as you did at the beginning of the year, but they've all switched order now a little
That's
bit.
right.
So our number 2 team is now our number 4 team. Who is it?
That's going to be RBC.
RBC.
Now, RBC went down to Delaware and had 2 games. The first game, they beat one of the best teams in Delaware. And the second game, they beat the number 2 team in the state. You got to go watch this game on video, people. It looked like World War II. You had girls.
And Tiny was alive for World War II.
No, that's
so
exactly right. And these girls were banging each other, knocking each other over. The referees were looking at them like, hey, this is football and basketball combined.
Wait, hold on. They beat 2 big-time teams.
Big-time teams.
And they dropped spots.
Yes, because the other teams beat better teams, if you can believe that.
That's how good the short is.
That's right. But what's interesting is Katie Rice in that game was huge.
Yeah.
In the first game, she had 15 rebounds. And then in the second game, she hit the biggest shot of the game with about 15 seconds left, went into a corner, bang, knocked out the 3.
Yep.
See, she worked on that 3.
Yeah.
Kids, she worked on that 3 so that when her chance came, bang, she's a star.
No,
That's what you got to learn.
Tiny, no surprise in a game that was tough and physical, Katie Rice had a good day.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Rose Cavalier was MVP. So
Ridiculous.
that was nice.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose Cavalier.
Number 3, moving on.
Here they go.
Here we
St.
go.
Rose.
From number 1, they were number 1.
And let me tell you how fickle things are.
Oh, fickle.
They're
Didn't know you knew that word.
They're 3. Listen, a couple of words I know. Just because you read my blogs and see the English and the spelling's all right,
All right.
doesn't mean I don't know some words.
All right, St. Rose.
But St. Rose now, they're going to be kicking themselves in the backside.
Why?
Here's why. They played the first day against a team from, I believe it was from Ohio.
Okay.
They're up 10 with 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
No Beth Chambers. What happens? And there's no shot clock.
Yeah.
And they lose the game. And they lose the game. The team that they lost to not only won the championship,
Okay.
and they lost at the buzzer.
Yeah.
They lost at the buzzer. The team they lost to not only won the championship, they beat a top 10 team in the country,
Wow.
not a day, to win the title.
Okay.
So St. Rose is this close from being one of the top 10 teams in the country.
Yeah.
But they did not finish the games.
Yeah.
Now, they played great against 2 other great teams, and they beat them, 2 major powerhouses.
Yep.
And look, you have to take care of the details. They didn't do that.
But we knew there were going to be some bumps in the road early without Mary Beth there.
Yeah.
So we knew that we figured something like this could happen early on.
Look, no Mary Beth, and then that god-awful schedule they have to play in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So they're not ready to play.
Rough schedule.
They're not ready to go and play against the killers. And those girls from Arizona, the way I'm hearing about it, were killers walking out like. "Ah!" So
All right, so from 4th place to 2nd place, SJV. Talk about them for a little bit.
it's called the SJV Dawn Capel Factor.
Wow.
Because they play everybody. I keep telling you,
Yeah.
they play everybody. They started the week out against number 19, University.
Yep.
University's up by
Close
5.
game, yeah.
Listen, up by 5 at their house, thinking it's the big day. We're gonna beat
We're going to be
SJV.
SJV.
Until Maddie Doran
Not so
banks
fast,
out
my
a
friend.
jumper. Yeah.
Not so fast.
Doran banks out a jumper in the corner.
Yep.
Then Fordham Brown, her daughter,
Yep.
Sarah Capel goes, cookies! Steals the ball, lays it up.
Lays it up.
They win, right?
Winner.
Then they go play Franklin. They play Franklin.
Yeah.
State champions last year.
Yeah.
Number 4 in the state. Coming in, feeling good, da 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 da. And then they found out what the show was all
Oh,
about.
no.
Because Dawn's crew went bang, bang, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
We're used to big games. We never panic. This is what we do. And they beat Franklin.
Wow.
Then they played the monster, the superpower.
Who's the superpower?
Oh, Rutgers Prep, the superpower. Okay,
Yeah.
you play them, you better come in like this, like, oh, I hope I can make it out.
But SJV doesn't feel that way about anybody.
SJV's like the United States of America.
Oh, they just march right in there.
Come on,
marching in, no problem.
And that's what they did. So they knocked off Rutgers Prep. And once again, that team is so good because they play hard, they're so well coached, and they have talent. So that's why they moved to number 2.
Okay, now finally, our number 1, I'm sure you all can guess it. Tell them who our number 1 team is.
Come on, that's easy. It's Manasquan, and they deserve to be number 1. Here's why. First of all, you know Torrey Hyduk is getting all these points.
Yep.
So what happened this week was Dara Mabry said, Tiny Green, would you stop talking about Player of the Year and all this?
Yeah.
She said, let me show you what the Player of the Year looks like. Bang, 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 boom, jumpers, layups, steals, 38 points.
Yeah.
So she just said, all right, so stop all the nonsense.
Enough, yeah.
Pull back your horses and
take
relax.
the tweets down. Enough, buddies. Yeah.
And did her thing. So they knocked off Immaculate Conception of Lodi.
Yep.
Which was ranked in the top 20.
Yep.
And then they played Saddle Day River. Now, don't get fooled by the score.
Yep.
Because you know at Saddle Day River, there's always the shenanigans and the nonsense going on. And by the way, I'm glad the Star Ledger mentioned that game was really a blowout and don't go by the score because Saddle Day River left their starters in against the subs.
Close the gap late.
To close the gap late.
Yeah.
And I saw them do that last year. And for the likes of me, I don't know why coaches do that.
Yeah.
You know, let those young kids play who practice every day. Let them have an opportunity to get on the court.
Yeah.
But yeah, Manasquan's number 1. The triangle of death.
That's the thing. Look, you had them at 3 to start the year.
Yeah, but
I didn't understand it because they have 3 high major, whatever you want to call them.
Listen to me. They got better because they moved Darren to point.
Yeah.
Who would ever believe you would be better losing Stella Clark and moving Darren to the point? So they got better.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Faith Masonis got recommitted.
Here she is.
She's coming out of there like Superwoman.
Yep.
I'm back. You forget who I am? And she's like playing as good as anybody in the state.
And you're not even mentioning.
And then you got Lola Mulaney.
I mean, come on. When she's the 3rd person you mentioned.
Yeah, she's the 3rd person I'm mentioning here today.
Yep.
So it's the triangle of death.
Yep.
And what they do is they leave bodies all over the place.
Yeah.
They just come in and tear your crew apart. And somebody calls the Undertaker, hey, the triangle of death was here. You need to come by here.
Get some bodies.
And pick up some bodies. So they're unbelievable. And Lisa Kokoda, she looks like she's 10 years old, but the woman can flat out coach.
Wow, so that is our top 10. I mean, we would like to see a few more Shore Girls teams in the state rankings. I just can't imagine there can only be 5. I just can't.
Listen, I'm glad you brought that up because it's really sad that there's not more because it's clear that the teams who have not been ranked deserve to be ranked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it seems odd to me. But, Coach, you got anything more for the people out there?
Yes, parents, coaches, Saturday, core skills. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to blog about it. This is an event all your kids should get to. It's the one event in the winter where I say, look, this is going to get you ready for your high school experience a year from now, or it's going to get you ready for your grammar school, and you make your most improvement during these 10 weeks.
Yep.
This is when you make your improvement. The track record speaks for itself.
All right.
By the way, we have people in this office right here with bald heads.
Yeah. People they want to watch us.
They want to watch us.
If you have any complaints about the top 10, it's at Coach Tiny Green. Make sure to yell at him on Twitter. He'll definitely tweet back at you.
Listen to me. Here's a fact. When you write those emails...
You don't read them. I don't read them.
I don't read them. I'm sure I got about 15 in there right now. I don't read them. I'm just telling you that.
Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Happy New Year.